Big Podcast.
All right, I got an update for you. This is David, by the way, bigpodcast.com. That's the website. And this podcast, it is the podcast for you to grow your podcast, get more people to your podcast, make more money with your podcast, and make a podcast that matters. This is the update. You may have noticed that for the last, 3 or 4 months, I have not been consistent with my weekly newsletter. In fact, I was going to take the rest of the year off starting in about October or November. That newsletter has not come back yet. It is coming back. When? I don't know. Maybe a couple weeks, definitely within the next month or so. This podcast, I'm in the middle of this series. It is still going on. You can expect the next installment in the next few days. But I have been inconsistent at that. And this is why. I have been finishing out a book that I have been working on for the last, who's counting, 3 or 4 years. And when I say finishing out, it is done. At least the manuscript, it is in the hands of the editor. In addition, there's a workbook. That is completed-ish. I mean, there are a few edits. There's layouts. Once I get the edit back of this book, by the way, it's called Big Podcast Launch Plan. It is a step-by-step plan that guides you through the process of creating a podcast that people care about, developing it, launching it, and not only that, keeping it going after the launch. It is the best book I have ever done. I've been writing books since the 90s. 1999, I had a book for musicians. It was a fluke. Man, I was in remedial English when I was in junior high, okay? Never thought I'd be doing this. But there's a lesson about that. What I was able to do in that class is go back to the basics. Really dive deep into words and wordsmithing and getting the message out. It's the same thing that I do on the air. It is the same thing that I do on this podcast. It is the same thing that I have done in the songs that I've written. You know, I was a songwriter for a while, right? Okay, well, that's a whole nother story. It's the same thing that I do in advertising. It's all about spreading the message. It is the best book I have done, and I have done a lot of books. 76,000 words. There's the workbook that's attached to it. If you want to launch a podcast, you are going to want this. I will have more information forthcoming. If you're interested in following the journey, stay here. You can go to bigpodcast.com/subscribe. That will get you subscribed to this podcast. I got 3 buttons there for you. Pick one for Android, one for iPhone. One is an old-fashioned RSS feed. Pick the one you want. I'll deliver the podcast to you in the way that you want. There's a mailing list at bigpodcast.com. People on the mailing list, you will be receiving updates on this. You will be receiving a deal on this. I'm excited to get it out. You can't rush these kind of things. I tried to. Talk about working on it 3 or 4 years. That's this version of it. I had this thing ready to go. I had a launch date. It was for sale on Amazon. And at the last minute, and by the last minute, I'm saying maybe a couple weeks till launch, I said, man, I just can't do it. It's not where I want it to be. I can do better. I have done better. It took 3-something years to do it. And that is coming very soon. So that is where I have been. The other thing I've been doing is consulting, working on people's podcasts, producing a daily radio show. I'm in the trenches with audio. If you want to get in the trenches with me, I think this book is going to help you. Thanks for listening. I will have more updates for you soon. You follow me on social media. If you have, I've released the cover. I'll be releasing some things as we go along, as we get closer to it, to bring you in on the journey. I'm out there. You are here, so you know how to at least get this. And if you don't, the plainoldbigpodcast.com, that can get you the mailing list. Go there, sign up for one or both of those things, and I will see you either on the next episode of this podcast, or I will see you on the mailing list update that I will send out eventually. I don't like to mail people too many times. You'll see that if you sign up at bigpodcast.com. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.